What do I wanna... What have I seen? What have I seen? What have I can choose anything. Oh, it's so cringe though. Okay, like okay, so the first one I would think would be, it's so shit. Kiki's delivery service. I don't know. She's just like she's just like that idea of having to go somewhere by yourself. Like, it's such a good story. It's like a growing up story, like a maturing story maybe. Like, that's something like oh, and she has short hair. And I had short hair when I was little. So that was yeah. Oh, this was like end of primary school, I guess. But then, like, I still enjoy it for the same kind of reasons, I think. In the past, like I feel like it was mostly based around like Asian media, like, you know, like K-pop stuff, like really very like girly and feminine, like a lot of like really skinny, like long black hair, like straight hair, big eyes. Yeah, I remember like doing the double eyelid stuff. Yeah. Yeah, no, I did. And it kind of like fucked up my eye. Yeah, I have this like weird dot in like the middle like thing. Like, yeah, because I used glue, and like you use glue to make the double eyelid, and it kind of melts a bit sometimes if you wear it for too long. And I think it like, yeah, it like destroyed my eyesight too. Oh. Man, why am I exposing myself? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. It's a good question. Like, what do you... I mean... I just think I'm... Like, what... Like, when I walk around with other people... When I walk around with other people, they seem to, like, get noticed more. I seem to just, like... don't get noticed. Yeah, it's what I wanted. I mean, it's what I want, but I kind of think... Sometimes I think, it is what I want, but I think some people who look like me might not want that, you know? I want that, but other people don't want to... Who look like me might not want that. And sometimes I think that that's kind of an issue. Oh, you know, like like Asian males who dress kind of like a normal Asian guy. Yeah. Oh, that's another great question. Ooh. I think I model myself after so many different things and so many, like many different things, you know? And that it's hard to describe now, like one single person or like group of people. Like a lot of different influences. Yeah. Parents, of course. I think Like, I look at my son and I think, oh, he's just like a small version of me, you know? And sometimes I think that I model myself after him. I mean, yeah, there's just so many, but they're not something that just stands out. Not I can think of at this moment. Maybe David Hockney, or Mark Gonzalez, or Barry McGee. Oh, just like the way they make things, or the way they approach art, or the way they live their life, you know? Okay, let's do David Hockney. I don't know, like, it's like wanting to live out your dreams, right? And make the work you want to make, you know? You stick by your vision and you pursue it quietly, you know? Yeah. Like people who are very true to themselves. I mean, I've recently really been into, maybe this is completely unrelated, but I've really been into Kuromi, like the Sanrio character. And like, it's so weird because my whole life I've been like a Hello Kitty girl, but like this year or like sort of since mid last year to this year, like oh no, yeah, I've bought Kuromi chopsticks recently. It's like, I like her colors first, because I like purple and black. I mean, I feel like Hello Kitty too, but and then like her tagline is something like cheeky but charming, or like cheeky but cute. I don't sort of like, she's sort of like a bit like she's not like 100% perfect, but she just embraces it, you know? Like, yeah. She's just like, I am cute, even though I'm not a goody two shoes. Yeah, I know. It's like, especially when she's contrasted with my Melody, who's like super like, she's super like, oh, like I'm a good person. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's just like, I'm out for love, but I'm out for like a good time. She likes cherries. I like cherries. Yeah, her color combo is really cute. And she's in a gang of tricycle riders. And they're in a tricycle gang. And I relate to, even though I can't ride a bike, but I don't really ride bikes. I don't know if that answered the question. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Oh, I know what's influenced me as a kid till now. I've thought about that. It's something that, like, I guess we talk about it. It's like when I track back and think about my childhood and my brothers too, Oh, but yeah, I'm sorry, mostly me. It's about me. It's like fantasizing the working class, but America. And not like LA, like New York, wherever that stereotype was. Yeah, yeah, and it's totally a stereotype because we're not in New York. We grew up in Rye. But I know that as kids, you know, like especially growing up, we had so many, obviously, like with Fiji and everything, we got sort of, yeah, and growing up in Manly because of that beach culture, like we really rejected beach culture. Not because at the time, we're not like surfers, and but never as kids, we couldn't articulate, it. We were, yeah, so like when we got into rap, because like at the time, and because in rap and like, you know, like the underdog story and like this, that, and the other, we loved rap, especially New York rap. Like it was such a big thing in Australia, and that's what we got because of like CDs and stuff, and like the way that people looked and dressed, and you're representing like that side, and we always wanted to be that. Yeah, like even as a kid into like rap appropriating culture, like wearing jerseys backwards. Yeah, that's kind of been like my vibe. But I could never like put on a tough exterior when I'm like scary. And I don't want to, because I don't know. I don't know if there's anything deep seated in that, because we've been raised really well and I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, but as I got older, especially going into uni and stuff like that pushed me further into that hole. Because I don't want to be like this other beach example. Like even though I started, you know, like I started working in the beach and stuff like that, like working for beach brands. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is about the beach. Like I love the beach, I like nature. I love the idea of it. But to me, especially growing up in Australia, that felt like the other. Yeah, and with our like upbringing with the cafe in Manly and everything, it just yeah, it just felt like, yeah, and I guess there was a bit of like expanded trauma with like our cousin growing up in the Shire and me experiencing racism there as like a kid. Yeah. Yeah, like fuck that. Mm. Mm. What is it that I don't know if there's any. I can see I can see elements of me. Like the closest I've come to that is this Vietnamese American singer named Thuy. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she sounds like Ariana Grande when she sings. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Thuy. But she is me in the sense that there was this music video that I watched, and I did actually think like, oh my god, that is me as a little kid wanting to pursue music and not being able to. It actually kind of inspired the Tell Me the Time video a little bit. But the part that I identified with was that desire to become a singer and live a creative life, not so much what she visually looked like. Yeah. Yeah, the dream. The end goal. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the last time where I was like, oh my god, like that's me. Like that's me as a little girl. Yeah, if anything, I identified with the little girl in the music video. Just listening to her CDs, sitting on the floor with her little headphones on, jumping on the bed, pretending she's Britney Spears, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that was me. Oh, except like replace Britney Spears with, I don't know, like Backstreet Boys or something. Sorry, I'm just gonna have, oh. Um, I mean, well then, yeah, I mean, I guess I like billowy and kind of roby kind of clothes. Because I think number one, I feel covered. I feel protected. But I think there's something about like monastic. It's kind of like, yeah. It's kind of, yeah, whenever someone says like, oh my God, you look like a monk, or like you look like a priest or something. I like that. It's like the nuns, like I think there's something about those clothes that it's about, I don't know, it kind of signifies that you're above, you've separated yourself from like the mainstream, or the kind of, I don't know. Yeah, and I think I find confidence in that, and I find a little bit of like, yeah, I find confidence in that. And a little bit of what do you like, rebellion in, yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of a rejection of what people, of just like, of like bigger, like, like of the mainstream. It feels, it's, I mean, it's tiny, but I enjoy it in my day-to-day. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm a big person. I think I look somewhere hopefully between neat and a little scruffy. I guess I look kind of Asian, and also sometimes not, a little bit. Yeah, that's what I look like. I think I have Asian features, and people can identify that at least I'm from Asia, but I think I don't feel like I have like what would be traditional Asian features. And maybe that's because I'm Fijian, like a bit Fijian. And maybe because I'm maybe because of my complexion, or maybe the way I carry myself. It doesn't necessarily fit into the idea they have in their mind of an Asian person, or like South Asian, or like East Asian person. Even though I'm a big person, I don't want to be an intimidating person. I want to be like someone who looks not soft as in out of shape, but soft as in a soft aura. I want to reflect that. Yeah. When I think about looking at myself, it's kind of lookbooky kind of vibes. Like a little bit of that kind of like menswear preppy New York look, where you wear like a coat and a fleece underneath. Sometimes I like a lot of like Asian street styles of like colorful hoodies and like baggy pants. And I can also imagine the background too. So I imagine like kind of like a New Balance ad where they're wearing a coat and comfortable clothes, kind of collaged with like, I don't know, like maybe a jean cut from like, I don't know, like from Nylon Japan or Days to Korea kind of vibes. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that. But the reason why I got really into the women's Euro this year, the captain of the England team, like, do you know? Her name is Leah Williamson, and she's 25, right? So she's so young to be captain, but she's just so confident as a person and as a footballer. And then she's also so calm in the game, where there's so much pressure to be like good and perfect, and you have to hold the whole team as captain, and you have to be the one that everyone looks up to and hold yourself in a certain way. And she literally went into a final with this like 90,000 people in the crowd, like all of whom have had like previous experiences where England has lost and gone really angry and all that kind of stuff. And she just went in totally calm and confident, and they won. And just her response to that was like, this is great, but what's really great is that this is just the start for women's football. Like, finally, we've been able to put it on the map. Yeah, and now I think they said that there's over I think over 100K young girls that signed up in Europe since the Euro started. Yeah, which is like crazy. Anyway, so I guess like the reason why I felt so attached to her, and like not only because like she's really cute, but like because she has like that kind of confidence, and for her like yeah, she loves her football and stuff, but it was more about creating change, and it was more about just like doing something for the broader collective and all that kind of stuff. Is maybe like that's someone I kind of aspire to be, because that's something I'd like to do or be. Oh man, I don't know, like growing up, there was like someone who I always identified with, and like I would always watch it. It was this queer Swedish film called Kiss Me, and I don't really know the translation for it, but it was literally like these two women who end up meeting because they're like worlds sort of collide or whatever, and then one of them is like straight, I guess, and meets this other person who's queer, and she comes to realize in meeting this person like, oh, like yeah, maybe I'm queer as well. And then they kind of get together sort of through like through their own troubles, but yeah, eventually they get together. So yeah, I don't know. That one didn't really have any representation for me. Like, they were really white and Swedish. But yeah, but I think I like that storyline. Like, I think like it was that storyline of that realization of going through the motions. Like you have a boyfriend and you have a partner, and you kind of do these things that you think is the right path, knowing like deep down in your gut that you know something is wrong. And then eventually meeting somebody that just feels so right, and you know you want to be with them, and you know you have to be with them, and that's when you feel the most safe and you're most confident. And yeah, that's exactly what happened with like me and my girlfriend. It wasn't until meeting her that I was like, oh, okay, like that. Now I feel like I can truly be myself, and yeah, this just feels so right.